hit the go button. You just finished a rather harrowing ride down the elevator where the haunt manifested. You're an experienced bunch, though, so you knew what to look for.
We've ridden elevators.
You've been in lifts many times before, and you know that when a haunt manifests in the middle of a lift, it's good to beat him on the initiative. So you take the haunt down before it actually physically manifests, and the lift comes to a stop. Physically open up the door. It's like it's almost like a how to describe it? Like almost like currently on a modern, like on a ship, those doors that they use to seal a berth against water. You know, they close the door and they've got the round handle that seals it. Do you know what I mean? Can you see what I'm talking about in your mind?
Sure. Airlock?
Yeah, kind of like an airlock.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
On it's up and down. It's not like overhead or anything like that. So you turn the handle, the door opens up. You guys step through into a 10-foot wide hallway. Wispy spider webs hang like curtains along this tunnel's width, their bottoms stained from wicking dirty water from the slippery floor below. An iron-rung ladder leads up to the metal hatch cap. The other end of the tunnel ends in a pair of stone-carved double doors.
Who's our roguey person?
That would probably be Velkeen. So he's going to check for traps and check for other various things as he pops out first. And if you guys...
Shove him out.
I will share the map. That come through to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. So Velkeen, first thing he's going to do is perception, which fortunately he's pretty good at. He's also going to do that and that as he moves out with Midnight, who also does that. So Velkeen steps on Midnight's tail as he heads out. He kind of looks back and says, "It seems clear." And he moves about 20, 25 feet into the hallway. He says,
"We know." Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
There's been people down through here recently, a couple set of footsteps, but there's a lot of people have been down here in the last week. Okay, that's all he was going to say. Go ahead, Ray. Sorry.
I was just going to ask if you remember, like, you're down here. What is our objective?
Yeah. Okay. So we'll give you the whole, like the cliff notes of. There's apparently a arcane ritual going on down here to awaken a god. From what you can, from what you've learned.
That's right.
You've learned that Myra Lombroso, who is the head of the cult, is looking to awaken a god so that she can basically collapse the dream realm that has her lover, Nahum Caligaro, trapped in it. That's the vibe you got. I mean, you don't, in so many words, putting things together. She's been down here at least 3 days, so you don't know how well it's going, or maybe it went tits up on her. Who knows? You can, from the distance, kind of very low, kind of like a constant, steady kind of a coming from beyond the double doors made of stone, about 60 or 80 feet away, down at the end of the hallway.
Regardless of how many feet have tread this path before, ours will be the last ones to ever leave this place. I assure you that.
Luna says, I'm a wizard.
There's Luna. Good to have you back.
Are we making ominous narrations before we go in and get our butts kicked? Is that what we're doing? All right. I step forward, put my hands on my hips. Yes, me too.
Let's see here.
You're not going to float down the hallway again, are you?
I considered it.
I put a lantern on Arthur because that's the only way I could get the lighting to work in here.
It looks lighting to me. All right.
Okay.
So is Velkeen going to go check the door?
Velkeen's moving down the hall, and as he does...
Click. Psh.
Not even. Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh. Okay.
So for almost like you've seen invisibility spells. You've seen creatures get summoned from the ethereal plane and the astral planes. You've seen magic enough that you know that this rather large spider-like creature who looks like this. Oh, I didn't fix that.
So right as we made our opening statements, he pops in and we go, ah, like little girls.
What knowledge is appropriate for that spider?
So let's see here.
Have we fought one of these before?
No.
I thought we fought like a hollowed out husk of one of these.
You fought what it's called as a death web.
Okay.
So the death web was one of those hollowed out ogre spiders. This spider's different. It's got almost like a humanoid head. It's not unlike the Aranea, the smaller spell-using spiders that you saw. But this thing comes almost out of nothing. And it phases in. And I'm just going to do one attack. And then you guys can give me some checks. And I
imagine move action fades in attacks.
Yeah, it's all in one go. It's I'll describe it to you in just a moment. Okay. So let's see here. It's going to be Knowledge Arcana.
One of the skills I'm actually good with.
Let's see here. Check on Luna too. She's got to be good at it as well. Yep. And anybody else?
I think a 27 should get us info. I'll roll for funsies.
There you go.
Oh, that's better than I can do.
Okay, so let's see here. It's called a phase spider. These are spiders that live on the ethereal plane, and they can move between the ethereal plane and the prime material plane as easily as somebody can move through a door. So obviously they are magical beasts as opposed to vermin or outer plane creatures. Asami, you get to know 3 things.
Can you double check Velkeen's sheet? He may have picked favored beast as a favorite enemy. Or magical beast as a favorite enemy.
Let's see, favorite enemy. It just says favorite enemy first, second, and third. Doesn't tell me which.
Oh, so I know he did undead for one of them. I don't remember what else he came up with.
Yeah.
So I guess he doesn't have any except for undead.
Okay. Well, magical beast. If you say one, that's cool. We'll write.
I don't want to speak for him. We talked about it, but I don't know what he decided.
Yeah. Okay. Um, what do you get for
And
that? You
yeah,
get
well,
+2 to hit and +2 damage.
yes,
Okay.
off the top of my head, that's what it is. But I do think it builds up. So if it's your first favorite enemy, it's more.
Yeah,
So let's just do,
each
yeah,
stack you gain, basically,
Yeah.
you can advance a
yeah, right.
favorite enemy. It goes up another
So
2 points.
And then you get to pick another one. Yeah.
Yeah, if we're being cautious, then let's make it his third favorite enemy. And then
Yeah.
he's only getting the +2. And then if he changes his mind, it's not too game breaking. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Let me just make a quick effect for that, and I'll put it on his combat tracker. Oh, that was 8 another. That's not it.
And knowing 3 things. With its phase ability, how does one anchor it in place to kill it?
Okay.
I personally think I know, but I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
I've
dimensional anchor.
Yeah,
I don't know who has that kind of. I don't know if anyone's taking that spell in this.
Yeah, if the only one I would imagine could have it is Luna, but I don't know if Luna prepared it.
Let me see if Luna even knows it. Her amount of spells known is a lot more limited in this one than it is in the Thursday night game. Let me check away from combat. So that is a. Oh, it's got more spells on here than I thought.
Yeah.
Dimensional Anchor, I think, is a 4th level spell, isn't it?
I don't off the top of my head. It sounds right, but I don't know. I don't without looking it up.
I guess maybe some other kind of anti-magic or anti-ethereal.
It is 4th level for a sorcerer wizard.
Okay. How you can hold it in place? Maybe dimensional. Wow. There's a lot of different magical items and stuff like that, but you probably have to roll on another knowledge arcana check.
Okay.
Probably DC 30 again, just to know like a magical item.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get it, but 5%.
Yeah, you may have heard a story about.
Yeah. And I think that's enough to know it's beyond our group's ability to do dimensional anchor at this time.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it. Nobody's talked about it. If someone has it in their back pocket, Asami has no way of knowing. We haven't seen it happen.
Yeah, you've not encountered it or anything like that. Like as far as 4th level spells go, all you've seen is Wall of Fire, Fire Shield, and Elemental Body. I don't think Arthur's rocked a 4th level spell yet. I think that's next level.
So
I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah.
The second thing would be any like damage reduction, resistance type things we need to worry about overcoming.
Let's have a look here. Don't believe so. No, just because there's no answer to that, I'll say that they also have dark vision, 60 feet, and their movement speed is 40 with a climb speed of 20. What else would you like to know? So they don't have any specific.
How bad's their poison?
Poison's bad, but you guys have delayed poison on right now. You got the better part.
We all have that effect. Okay.
Yeah, you have the better part of it.
We were given a communal delay poison.
Right.
Okay, that's good to know.
You're given a communal delay poison. You walk from the Church of Utah to the house, which is only a couple blocks away, and you took a couple minutes to check out the house and then descend the elevator. So I'd say you're probably at about the 10-minute mark so you probably have about 50 more minutes left. But the poison is nasty. Fort DC is 18. 1 per round for 8 rounds, which is unusual. The 2 consecutive saves to cure it. And it's a D2 Constitution damage every round.
Would we, if we're bit and the poison takes effect, would we roll the save now and the effects delay, or would we roll the effects after the delay poison's over?
No, the delay poison basically makes you immune to poison for an hour.
Okay, so we're not even rolling. So
We're not even
that-
rolling, no.
Okay. That mattered because I had an antitoxin.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Effect. You're temporarily immune. Any poison in the system or any poison exposed during it does not affect the subject until. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So if delay, if
Yeah, any
we have
poison doesn't
50 minutes,
affect you at all.
If it was if you were rolling on the poison once every hour for 8 hours, it would be different.
yeah.
But it's
So-
it's over in 8 rounds, so
I think the idea is that your body
purges it.
it goes through its full cycle and,
Yeah.
and there's no ill effects. So your body purges it.
Yep. So the other question is, the initiatives we have on this tracker, is that for this fight, or do we need to re-roll?
You need to re-roll, but we haven't
That was
finished the surprise round yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the prior fight.
Gotcha.
One more thing. Arthur gets to know 2 things.
Okay, so these things are magical beasts, and magical beasts are typically have minds. Does this creature know any languages?
It
More
does.
specifically, does it know any languages that I can speak?
Okay.
I speak Common, Draconic, and Shadow Tongue.
Okay, this one speaks Aklo. I think
I do not speak Aklo.
I think somebody does in the group.
I asked that because I have a few language-dependent spells that'd be very handy, but can't use those if I can't speak
Sounds
the
like
language.
Where is it here?
Oni's character, Lou's character, Avis would, right?
Aklo is kind of like the language of
It's a Shadow Tongue language.
like the far
Or not
realm,
Shadow
or
Tongue. It's a Darklands language.
maybe Zed.
Right.
I don't remember that one.
No.
No.
Regardless, I would need to be able to speak it because I'm asking for spell effects that are language dependent.
Okay.
Otherwise,
We'll say that they also speak Common as well. I mean, they have to communicate with these cultists. So
well, if it speaks Common, then that definitely aids me. Well, I know everything I need to know. What does everybody else think is a good idea to ask?
Don't know. I think we need to attack it.
okay. So as you
I suppose my last question is: does it have any specific resistances
No.
or like immunities that we should be aware of?
nothing specific.
All right.
It's not like a lot of creatures are immune to this, they're immune to that. They don't have anything like that. Out of nowhere, behind Asami and Arthur, another creature appears. So I'm going to roll just randomly 1, 2, 3, Asami, 4, 5, 6, Arthur. We have 4 on Arthur. All right. So this is a bad spot.
Not good.
15 is a miss. Magical armor protects you. Okay, so let's get initiatives from everybody.
Yeah, I guess even flat-footed. Actually.
I think you got mage armor on and something else, no?
Oh, I have shield, right. I
Okay.
forgot I have shield active. It's because I'm looking at my AC. It only shows my naked AC, and I keep forgetting I have the big bonuses from things.
All right. Looks like we've got first round. Artie, he's ready to party.
A little bit of a shame because I was hoping I could be able to step, and I was hoping that some other people would be able to move first, but I can't. I would rather not risk losing my spell, so I think that I think I'm just gonna have to try to move through my allies and invoke an opportunity attack,
Okay.
so I can cast this without risking anything.
All right. So as you try to push past Luna, the creature tries to bite you. 22
It does land.
does land.
heavy wound.
Is it allowed to grab on a... Oh, even if it was, Arthur still slips the grip. I'm not 100% that I can make a combat maneuver check on a attack of opportunity.
I think
you,
yes.
I think you
I think
can.
if you have grab, it just can. I think it's just on hit.
Okay, but Arthur slips past a potentially perilous situation.
Yes, and I do not want that situation to happen again, so I'm going to facing the bottom creature.
Okay.
I am going to hit it with a brand new spell that I've been working on. One that does require me to speak its language, but if they speak common, that's not a problem.
Okay.
As I am going to hit this thing with a castigate.
Oh. Is that something about chewing? No, that's masticate, isn't it? Castigate is what? Like
to chastise, to the flavor text says you compel the target to beg for forgiveness. So I'm basically hitting him with the suffer me now. On a failed save, the target cowers with fear. Cowers.
Oh.
On a successful save, they're shaken for 1 round. Each round on its turn, a cowering subject may attempt a new save. To attempt it, a creature worships the same god as you takes a -2 to a saving throw. I imagine we worship very different gods, so no -2.
You do not worship Mog.
Yeah.
Cowering.
Yeah, with a very strong not imperious. What's the right word for it?
Imperious.
Imperious, with a strong imperious voice, I command it to kneel and beg, to which it magically does.
Wow. All right.
As when you are cowering, I believe you take no actions and you lose your dex bonus, I believe.
Let me see here.
It doesn't technically say that it's frightened, but I think, or that it's panicked, but I think cowering is part of panicked.
Yeah, let's see. Cowering conditions. Let's see.
No, I think cowering is just the final stage of panic. Never mind.
Characters
because
frozen.
it's like a -2, and they lose their dex bonus, if any, and they can take no actions. I think it's just the 4th, like, rare stage of frighten.
Okay. So they don't have
all right.
It's not a cumulative frightened,
no,
shaken,
it's,
all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
just
no,
the
it's
final.
just the. I think panicked can become cowering, but it's rare that something makes them cower.
Yeah,
up.
like you go from shaken to frightened to panicked to...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the final stage.
Okay. Well, that's effectively holds it here.
Yeah, that keeps it held for a while
until it makes that save, which it can't make.
it cannot make unless it makes a nat 20.
Yeah.
Thank you, building into fear.
Yep.
As that was my move, that was my action. I've done my part.
Okay. So this creature on Velkeen misses and then fades from view. Not even like
yeah,
like
it just sort of like
it just kind of just gone in an instant. Almost maybe too soon. Maybe that's why it missed. And then this creature here, kind of, it's got its legs and stuff like that up and kind of like bent up as its belly is kind of touching the ground, and it looks like it's trying to pour it out, but it can't. Baccae.
Yeah, it takes no actions.
Yeah.
It can't even run. If it was panicked, it could at least try to run.
Exactly, or frightened and shaken, it could at least go to
no, it's deer in headlights, just untold terror.
So it's pretty much frozen there.
Well, anything frozen can be shattered. So let's see if we can't shatter this ice cube. She'll take the opportunity to turn on a power attack. On. I'll just
this thing is effectively defenseless. You can't coup de grace it, but
it's still
-2 AC, no dex bonus, so it's flat-footed.
Yep.
Hey, I can roll a 1. I've done it before.
And it still has natural and all that stuff.
Ah, jeez. Almost the minimum possible roll. All right, that's Baccae.
Well,
Asami.
it's going to take advantage of it being in the position and actually stab it.
It's a hit.
Take that.
We're afraid of this thing.
It's rolling up some ones.
Well, 1 damage is better than no damage, I guess. You know,
You're not going to hang Zed out to
Yeah.
dry from this creature rolls a 20?
well, if it's not moving.
No, it's not. It's it looks like it's almost locked in place.
Yeah.
It's muttering to itself.
But I don't trust that because I've been smacked by things that shouldn't be able to hit me. So, and I need to give a spot in for Midnight to get in there and tear shit up.
Yeah, there we go. Midnight's going to charge. And do a full attack. Pounce! Look at it pounce. Oh. Okay, so we got a critical hit.
And low dice again.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And another hit.
It did have DR, turning our D6s into 1s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a 6 for you. And then the bite. And also gets a rake attack because it hit with both its claws. Oh, it should only be the first one. What did I roll here? The one at +8. That should just be 1 attack. Number of attacks, 1. Okay, there we go. Fix that. And 15 is a hit. So Midnight kind of bounds in between Asami and Arthur and Zed and Luna and kind of launches itself full on into this creature and launches down with his claws and his teeth and then starts kicking with his back legs. Velkeen steps beside Asami and says, "Move your head." And as he does, he fires. Not once, not twice, but thrice.
3 times at the lady.
So we got a 1 as a miss. Asami feels it kind of go through her hair. That one's a
There's no
miss.
spider in my hair.
Yeah. What are you doing? How do you miss it twice? Oh, then he calms down. And with the rapid shot attack, crits it. You know what? Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay. So this should be +3. 3 times. Oh, I didn't have rapid shot on. Let's see here, rapid shot. Or point blank shot, pardon me. Okay. That seems to kill it.
Did it die by 1 point? I'm just curious.
It died by 8 points, which
Okay,
would
never mind.
actually be 11 points. Did you miss on something?
Asami did 1 point of damage. If it died by 1 point, she contributed.
Well, she contributed all right. So the cowering one is deleted. Luna,
Don't forget, there's another one.
yeah, it'll be back. I don't know.
I'd ready yourself if I were you.
Circle up. Come in anywhere. Zed.
God, gee, I'm good in between everybody. I'd go full defense. Get away from me! Get away from me!
Don't even look at me.
Stop.
This is my
Don't
spot.
touch me!
Get out of here. It's my spot. Arthur.
I'm going to delay until the creature reappears.
All right.
Which I believe is immediately after me.
All right. So it appears here, over top of where the other one was. And it attacks Midnight or Baccae. 1, 2, 3 is Midnight. All right. And let's see here. Spells. Okay. Can shift from the ethereal to the material as a free action. Shift back again as a move action or as part of a move action. But it's already moved to get to there. So it's stuck on the material plane for right now. Arthur.
All right. Now that it's come back, Arthur's just going to smile and make sure this thing knows that you're just like the other one. Just as insignificant. And you'll die just like it will. As I'm going to hit it with a castigate.
Okay.
Which, yeah, it's affected by.
Let's see here. Cowering. All right. And it seems to lock it. Any other movements or anything?
No, I'm satisfied.
Okay. He says, smoking a cigarette.
Finally, enemies with minds. Minds I can destroy.
Kai wonders where he got what he's smoking and if it's a fun kind of weed.
My god does actually favor narcotics.
Wow. All right.
There's a hit.
Here we go. Hold on. All right. These are new dice. Boom. Hit it.
There you go.
That's better.
Secondary
Okay.
attacks?
She taunts it. You piece of crap.
She still only has one attack per round?
Well, we didn't level. Yeah, remember I did a
that's right.
off level of wizard.
That's right.
So it's hampered her a bit.
I'm going to delay till after Zed.
Okay. I'll just shoot down to Midnight, see what he does, and then took a pretty big bite there. But Midnight bites back. It's a hit. Pair of claws. Uh, 12 I think is a miss. Oh, it's still a hit. So 9 is still 9's a miss. Okay. So it doesn't get the rake. And you wait until after Zed. So Velkeen will step over behind Arthur and fire.
Probably a good several inches taller, so it doesn't have to worry about hitting him as much.
third attack for rapid shot. Missed. Okay. All right. I think I just saw Naz come in. Luna's in the house,
No,
but
he
okay.
sent a note saying he's going to be an hour late.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So, Luna might as well just stab.
I applied cowering to myself by accident. I'm trying to make my spell auto-apply it. I think it's just cowering.
Let's see here. Just a regular long spear. Misses. And there we go. Zed.
All right. I pretend to be brave and I cast acid at its back leg.
Oh.
Oh, it hits.
Yep.
Done.
All right. And Asami.
Asami who delayed.
Asami.
Yeah.
You might want to
Saving-
move our initiatives.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm saving resources. This thing's gonna die, so I'll let the group kill it with the physical attacks.
Okay. Arthur?
Cheer you guys on. You guys got this.
It is
Come
not
on,
my
fight.
turn. I delayed after the spider. The delay, it changes my initiative, so I'm actually lower. That's why I said he should change it.
Okay.
The spider goes, and then the spider gets to...
What is it, a will save?
It's a will save. It doesn't say it's a full round action, so I assume if it succeeds, then it's free.
I rolled on the wrong sheet, but I rolled a 20.
Well,
I gambled that he wouldn't roll a natural 20, and he did.
the spell doesn't say what type of action it costs in order to make the... Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It doesn't say what type of action it costs. It just says each round on its turn. So is that the beginning or the end of its turn it gets to do that?
I think that's the end of its turn when it does that. Just like, I think that's a standard way that removing, like say for hideous laughter, you spend your pretty much the whole round trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, but that
it always
requires...
goes
but that's an active action cost. This doesn't. So does this happen at the beginning or the end?
It's still the end. So Arthur, you're up.
Okay. All right.
It looks like it's broken free of your spell, miraculously.
Oh, that's fine. Its last moments it can be brave. As I'm going to hit it with a bit of acid myself.
Oh, ducks out of the way.
Have to try to avoid hitting the rest of the party, so I'm fine with that.
All right, so we've got Baccae. It's badly wounded, but it's back. It's broken free of whatever Arthur did to it.
Well, let's see if we can...
Asami. If it somehow survives
New
this
dice
round.
again.
Asami's at the end, yeah.
Okay, Asami's...
After Zed, yeah.
Okay. Let's go with Midnight. See if he can put it away. It's harder to hit now. There's a 19, so 27. So this might be enough. Yep. Barely. It had like 3 hit points left, I think. Yep. Or 4 hit points. So that took 3 rounds.
A small burst of bravery is not enough.
All right. Now, can you open the door without triggering any traps, Velkeen?
Before you do so, I took a nasty wound, and I would appreciate a bit of healing if you could spare the resources.
So, Velkeen.
If you can't, I have some of my own.
How bad were you cooked?
The first spider took a nasty bite right out of my back. Might have torn something.
All three took 15. Velkeen, Midnight, and Arthur. Same amount.
Oh, the cat. Oh, the cat's hurt too, as well as Velkeen.
So let's see here.
Oh, yeah.
Velkeen's checking for traps and stuff like that down here. Any sign that it might come back. And he also gets to the door and does the same. So 2 rounds will go by.
Well, I have infernal healing. I could dump a couple of spells. That's 1 point healed each round for 10 rounds.
Let's see here.
I
think Velkeen can heal Midnight.
All right. Are you down 10 points or more?
15.
Yes.
Arthur
15.
Is,
More than 10? 15. I'll give you the 10. It's 1 point per round to 10 rounds.
Yeah, good old fast healing 1.
All right.
Anyone else still need some?
I'll be left with 5 wounds, but that's fine.
Yeah, Velkeen says, I'm hurt, but I'm okay.
Do we want to wait the minute, or do we want to just head in there?
Well, you've had 2 rounds because Velkeen, he said, was doing that. And then, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm okay waiting the 10 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like we didn't cast any rounds-only spells, so...
Okay.
You have some time left.
So you got your 10 points then.
I'll go ahead and heal myself.
How bad is Velkeen hurt?
15 points of damage he's got. So he's got 53 max, so 38 left. And
I'll give him
he used his spell on Midnight to get him.
I'll do a 10 point on him too.
Okay, so 1 minute?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys have a minute to plan. You definitely hear, once you get closer to the door, here's the steady. It almost sounds like people stomping. It's almost like a vibration that's coming through. That many people stomping in unison, creating that much of a vibration on a stone floor. It's got to be at least a couple dozen people, maybe more in there. And you can kind of hear like a low low chanting. And then every once in a while you hear like a sharp voice, a little higher.
Is it so they're foot stomps, like, is it like the sounds of like boots hitting the ground, or is it like, I know we probably can't hear exactly what it is, but like, is it like boots hitting the ground, like people who are more like defensive, more armored, or is it more like softer sandals, or like the plap of like
like
feet hitting the ground?
Yeah, exactly. Like probably like sandals or low quality footwear.
All right, just wanted to gauge.
Yeah, not metal boots or no high heels or anything like that. Doesn't seem to be anything. This is probably commoner's footwear.
Gotcha. I recommend we get into a formation.
So let's give everybody gets back. Is that 10 hit points? Is that correct?
I have already healed myself.
Okay.
So
Let's give Velkeen this 10.
Okay, cool.
Then I think formation is Leroy Jenkins.
All right. So Velkeen will, in that minute, he'll subtly try the door and make sure that there's no traps. He's going to take 10, obviously.
All right, is this our formation? I feel like Luna might want to step up.
Yep, yeah, Luna will get right back there. Does that look about the way you want to go?
Yeah, I like leading from the back. Let's do it.
All right. Let's see here.
Yeah, Arthur would rather not stay in the back considering the phase spider incident. He'd like to have some people between him and the enemies. On both sides.
Just give me a few minutes to set up the spells here.
GM's having to apply 18 buffs to all their boss monsters.
No, only 2.
Yeah, we're not playing Wrath over here.
Okay. Random question Asami asked the group through message. He cast message on everybody while we're doing our 10 rounds. If by chance you were to have some way of gaining a free metamagic feat of the ones I would list, which would be your preference? Enlarge, extend, silent, or still?
Wow.
Enlarge or extend?
Is this an in-character question or more of a out-of-character question?
Asami is asking this in character.
Hmm.
That's why she said through the message spell. And she
I'm thinking,
most of my effects do not require enlarging.
well, if Luna has a fireball, an enlarge would do well.
Mm-hmm.
It would.
If we were to be asked individually, extend would be very useful. I have quite a few spells that I would like to make last a lot longer. But as a general group, yes, enlarge makes sense. For those fireballs that are wizard throws. Any particular reason for this random question?
I have a spell that may grant that if I want to use it when we come up to a fight. I didn't want to burn it on the 2 spiders that we were kicking their ass.
Well, extend if well, she doesn't have cloud kill in this game, right?
No. She's got wall of fire.
That would last.
Luna does.
Yeah, Luna's got
Yeah. Wall of fire would be good.
You've seen her do it. Let's see here.
Yeah, I was leaning on the extend spell because it'll extend our buffs. Anything we cast once I cast this ability doesn't extend anything that's already been cast.
You've seen Luna consume herself with fire as like a shield. You've seen her change her body into that of an elemental, and you've seen her bring up a wall of fire. You also know that she does haste every once in a while, stinking cloud fireball, pits, giant lunas, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, let you guys decide.
Luna would last for much longer with the extend.
Yeah, exactly. They're all good, so...
yeah. Okay, we'll see what happens.
I am ready to go when you guys are ready to go.
I am ready.
Okay.
I'm not great with the groups, but if I see somebody particularly dangerous, I can force them to kneel.
All right, let's get initiatives before we go in. So I can...
Goodbye, Nat 20. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Not the best, but hey, I'll take it.
I got a nat 1.
This is why you stack initiative bonuses for rolls like that.
I once had a cleric play a campaign who never went first once. From level 1 to level 20.
Hair familiar. All I can say. Very handy.
I played a game once where I took a fault that was made up. It was a custom fault, and it had a -4 to my initiative.
Oh.
And it was so bad that if I rolled a 1 on the dice, I would have -2. And that's happened a couple times. That did happen.
Yeah, when you do a minus on the combat tracker here, it doesn't even register yet. All right.
Sorry, it seems you put a minus instead of a plus. Let me fix that for you.
We have a door opening. All NPCs will be shown, save for. All right.
Hey, I saw that guy disappear.
And let me also do. All right. A wrought iron framework supporting thick stone panels creates an imposing dome. From the apex of the dome hangs a gigantic fossilized spider, which swings from a thick rope of roughly woven silver silk. Almost 36 supplicants kneel on the stone floor in front of rough-hewn benches. Their chants echo throughout the stone chamber as the spider cult leader grasps a large silver key, holding it aloft and leading the ritual. 2 cultists stand on each side of the slim and hooded figure, assisting in the ritual. So we'll give you a couple pictures just to let you know what you're looking at. This is the leader of the cult, or the leader of the ritual, anyway. That. This is the stone idol that's hanging from the ceiling. And it's about 20 feet up. The ceiling itself is about 40 feet. It's like a dome. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, it's semicircle.
Yeah, we see that stone idol above there.
Yep.
Is there any activity coming from it? Like they're trying to
wake it.
Is it a case like? I was gonna say, yeah, they're trying to use it as a vessel.
Yeah. And the swarm is all the drug-addled rabble. It's
it's the various commoners that they've captured.
Yeah, and they've been sacrificed. There's also it looks like there's half a dozen corpses around here too. People who didn't make it through the. Similarly suspended are 6 sacrifices, wed cocoons of drugged and paralyzed victims. 4 are now dead. Actually, 6 are now dead. So you can't really tell that, though, but there's cocoons hanging from the ceiling. Over top of the altar, we've got Arthur, first to act.
Oh, I'm first to act?
You are first to act. On a 13.
On a 13?
Oh, no,
okay.
You're not even close to first to acting.
I was going to say.
Baccae, 23. Yeah. I was going to say, that can't be right. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been... All right.
Just the way my combat tracker was.
So, does that mean that the swarm is rough terrain?
The swarm is an actual impediment. It's an actual creature. Does
the swarm look like it's going to be hostile? Like,
yeah,
it's going to start attacking us?
Yeah. Basically, it's use the mechanic of a troop as opposed to a swarm. It's the same idea, but it's just a swarm of commoners. It basically simulates 25 people trying to attack.
If you care about them, Yeah, just Baccae hears, if you care about their miserable lives, then you could try to be soft on them, but I would just cut them down. We have far bigger issues to deal with.
Kai looks at you, looks at me, shrugs her shoulders, goes, okay, swings as hard as she can. God damn it. Oh.
Yes, it
I
would
guess
be more beneficial
Is
to
that
keep
at
everybody
the?
alive.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Well, it's the hit.
Yeah.
Sacrifices must be made.
It's almost impossible not to hit something.
Well, let's see what she does. What is wrong with these dice tonight? All right. Well, evidently gets caught in somebody's cloak or something.
Well, this is
Does a little bit.
It's hard to cleave through 3 people at once.
exactly, but you got
strength.
you got 1.5 there. Let's see. Midnight will do the same. So 5, 2. Should go right into the swarm.
Oh, could Baccae have gone into it?
Yeah.
You can
Sure,
occupy the
5
space
foot.
of a swarm.
Yeah, you can occupy the space. You want to go right in?
All right. She just would have. Yeah.
When you do,
Sure,
it's just like a
yeah.
swarm. You take automatic damage.
I think it's on their turn, though.
All right. Well. All right. Well, there you go.
Like
Yeah,
the
I think
swarm has to,
just
yeah,
I think the swarm just auto damages anything in its area as its action.
yeah, exactly. If it's still alive on its action, but you imagine 25 people. You can do the math on that. Midnight will. Let's see here. Put charge on. Get this right. Bite. Claws. 1 miss. Foiled the rake. Asami.
She's gonna cast haste on the group.
You can move back, Baccae. You can like you don't have to be in there. Baccae would know that, or Zed would know.
Oh, and I'll pull it back.
Okay. Midnight was just doing it so he could get his pounce, do a full attack.
Gotcha.
And then
I'll take the 5 foot back.
And when have you ever seen a cat just kind of stay back and be? They're right in there.
Only when I shake the water bottle at her.
Yeah, exactly. I had my guy out today. It's the first day that I didn't have to fight with him to come back inside because it just started to rain. As soon as it rained a little bit, opened the door, came right back in.
okay, so everyone's hasted and bardically inspired.
Oh, very nice.
They heroically deal with these poor people,
Did you
And they
decide?
kill
Did you decide to do?
arcane. No, I just did haste this time.
Okay.
At a later time, I might do the other spell.
Oh, so it's a spell
Yeah.
where you get the meta magic feat.
I'll tell you in a second here. It is called Arcane Concordance.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, but I didn't do that. I did haste instead. Right
Gotcha.
now, so.
All right.
It's a bard-only spell. Yep.
Look at that.
Any arcane spell cast by a creature in the area gains a +1 to the saving throw. And can be cast with one of the meta magics without increasing the spell level or casting time. So it's basically a +1 to spell save DC and a free meta magic.
Yes,
It's going to be the same meta magic for everybody. You choose when you cast the spell.
that's right. That's why I asked what it was, so I could determine which one would best suit the group. I can't do
Party-wise,
it
it'd be
individually, yeah.
party-wise it'd be best for an enlarged spell.
Well, I can see the argument for extend as well. So both are good. I don't see for what our purpose
Actually,
now-
enlarge would be very useful for me because it increases my range. Actually,
No, I
I'm
think
just thinking
that's. I
Firewall
think that's a
would be
reach
great.
one.
Enlarged spell. You can alter a spell with a range of close, medium, or long to
Right.
increase its range by 100%.
Oh, I thought it was area of effect was increased by 100%.
I think that's also.
Okay,
I think there's like reach, and then there's also enlarge. Reach is like to extend the range.
I'm looking at enlarged spell. Increases the range of it. You're thinking of what other spell are you thinking of? Doesn't really matter right now.
It's
Continue
on Asami's turn is over. When we get to the point where she casts that, then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll double check it while others are taking the turn.
All right. It is Luna, I believe.
with that haste, and also
Yeah, haste doesn't really affect spellcasters so much.
Well, it gives them
Well,
plus what they see.
you're thinking of widen spell. Widen spell is the one that increases like
The-
AoEs.
Oh, okay. I am then.
Yeah, and large spell increases the range.
Okay.
Like it doubles it, which is actually really useful for me because that means I can actually affect the woman with a powerful spell of mine.
Yeah.
She was no longer because she wasn't in range.
Instead of 30 feet, it's like 60 feet, right?
Well, it's 30 plus 5 for every 2 levels, so it'd be like 40, 45 for me.
Okay, and then
now it's like now it's doubled, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Actually, no. It says in a large spell with a range of close, it's now a range of 50 plus 5 per level.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
it actually changes.
So 25 plus 5 per level. So it doubles the base of it. Okay. I got it.
Yeah. 25 plus. Right. That's what it was.
All right. Let's see here.
That's actually super handy for me. I did not know that's what they did.
Well,
it's not active yet, but it's still useful. Luna has reach with her elven weapon.
Luna is going to do a stinking cloud.
And stinking cloud is opaque, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's like a fog.
Yeah, isn't it opaque? So
Yeah.
I can't see through it.
So it causes a bank of fog, but it also shuts down.
Yeah, akin to fog cloud. Yes.
Yep.
It does mean they're going to have to approach us if they want to hit us with any spells, because they can't see us otherwise.
So let's see.
Which is good.
So it's going to let's see, where are we here? Luna. Okay.
The rabble's fine.
They're in their own stinking cloud. Let's see here. Cult Deacon. Nauseated. Silent Cultist. Let's get these numbers here in case somebody who passed. Cult leader passed. Okay. Silent Cultist.
One and 2 failed.
So 3 and 4 passed. Okay. So let's see here. 1 and 2. Looks like the left side was worse than the right. We'll clear targets, and Luna will... She's good there. Okay. Silent Cultist number 2, nauseated. Feels for the wall. Gets to an open space. He's nauseated. That's all he can do this round. So he's out of the cloud, and it lasts for...
Yeah, once you exit, I believe it's
D6
rounds per
plus
level.
1.
Oh, no, it's D4 plus 1.
D4 plus 1, okay.
That's what it is. Yeah, the cloud lasts rounds per level. That's what it is.
Yeah. So let's make that a 3 for him.
Isn't it plus 1? So wouldn't that be 4?
Yep. 4 rounds. Okay, cool. All right. Silent Cultist number 3.
Wait, another is.
What's that?
Sorry, I was misreading the spell. I was thinking, is there no saving throw? No, it does say there's a negate. It just wasn't in the description of the spell.
Yeah, it's I think you don't have to do spell.
No, they remake the save on Luna's turn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
And I think it resists, or you don't have to worry about spell resistance either, which is handy. Some creatures have spell resistance.
Yes, it's SR no.
Yeah. Let's see here. This guy actually made the save and is going to try to... You can make a... Oh, you can't see him, Arthur. Velkeen just shrugs off whatever he tried to do. Cultist number 1. He kind of stumbles into the pews and doesn't make his way out. Velkeen.
Isn't 1 also nauseated?
Yeah. So you get to move.
It doesn't say he is.
Should. No?
I don't see it on his tracker.
Oh, maybe it dropped off. Maybe I didn't put the time on it. Let's see here. Luna. Stinking cloud. Nauseated. Oh, okay. So what's the duration? Is it 1 minute per level? Or
It says
1 round per level and then a
D4
D4 plus 1. So let's just... yeah, that's why. It was on there, but it dropped off. So let's make that 7. Okay, cool. Velkeen. Let's see here. He sees number 2 kind of retching and feeling for the walls. He's pretty affected by. So he shoots at number 3. Seeing as he's presented a target. So I'll go shot for shot. He might be able to fire into the crowd too. He does manage to kill this guy. A hit. And nope, didn't kill him outright, so. Ooh. Catches him in the eye, the second shot. Almost takes his head off. Arthur.
Let me quickly look at something. I'm looking at a few ranges of my spells. Funny enough, that actually would work. It's not a fear spell, but it's the best I can do right now. I see that. I see the head back there, and well, she's too far for me to hit with any of my big fear spells.
She's in a fog
She's
cloud
not
now.
right. No, I can't see her. That is true. In that case, huh? Yeah, in that case, not much I can do. I want to hit her with something, but no, I just gotta have to wait for her, I suppose. But okay, so the drug-addled rabble are they actually considered a swarm, like a proper swarm?
Yeah.
So like if I hit him with an acid splash, that wouldn't do any. If that would have
No,
effect.
it would do it because of the size of the creatures. It does. It hurts them.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really want to delay that much. Yeah, I'd rather not delay. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and see if I can't help cut down that swarm for
Okay.
right now.
Alrighty.
I'll cast my big spells later when I have more line of sight.
That's a hit.
Not for very much, but damage is damage.
It is damage.
Yeah, toss a big old like globule. It's their way. Like maybe like do like some heavy damage towards one of the rabble.
Yeah.
I will then step up so I can get myself a little closer for better spell angles, and then yeah, that'll be my turn for now.
Okay. All right. So you can make, or yeah, everybody who has spellcraft can make spellcraft checks. Okay, that's good enough. She's verbally about to cast a confusion spell, centered on a point in the hallway. Yeah, I'm going to make her make an intelligence check. She doesn't get it far enough. And she... Oh, it's 15 foot. Sorry. She inadvertently gets the rabble as well.
It is
15 feet. Yeah.
it's a sonic or language dependent magical attack.
Yep.
So I can use counter.
No, it's a compulsion mind affecting.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
So let's see here. Did I miss anybody? She wanted to go deeper in, but...
If you miss me, I'd be okay with that.
She didn't. Oh, didn't.
No, that hits all of us.
I gotcha. So let's see here. All right, so we had Luna saved, Midnight failed, Asami saved, Zed saved, Velkeen saved, Baccae saved, the Rabble saved, and Arthur saved. So just Luna. No, just Midnight is confused. Okay. So we can get rid of that. That was ineffective. But
That's the worst showing of confusion I've ever seen.
The party of spellcasters with goodwill saves. I'm surprised.
Still, to have everybody pass. Usually, at least half a group fails. So, yeah.
I was wondering if with my big bonuses, I would still roll a 2 on the die. I was wondering about that.
okay, the drug-addled rabble. Let's see here.
Are they affected by the thing to the north?
I think they passed.
They already passed it, I believe.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And they only have to make new saves on Luna's turn.
Yeah. So let's see here. So automatic damage on Midnight for just that. And everybody within 5 feet takes automatic damage, but non-lethal. And that includes this guy. Okay. Zed.
That rabble still looks fairly healthy, right?
It's probably about half.
I'm gonna
Still pretty feisty, though.
Yeah. Let's dump some acid in there and see if we can't clear a path for some of our primaries.
Okay, nice.
It's just a glob of acid into somebody's face.
That pretty much gets him right to half. Cultist number 4. This guy didn't, or he saved, so he's going to get out of the cloud. 5, 10, 20. He sees his dead friend and or his dead fellow cult member, and he stops. And he commands Velkeen to flee. Which Velkeen ignores. There might be a limit cap or a level limit cap on command too.
He hears flee.
No, there isn't.
He has fleas. I don't have fleas. What are you talking
about? Baccae. Round 2.
Is there a way to acrobatics through the group?
Absolutely.
She's gonna try and acrobatics her way through the group.
Okay, so let's see here. I'm just going to give you a rough idea of what you need and what will happen if you don't succeed before you decide on that.
Sounds good. Okay.
So you got to be AC or 25, and it's 5 higher because of you're actually moving completely through it. And if you don't beat that, you're stuck inside.
Oh, well, 25.
So 30 total because it's you're actually moving through. As opposed.
Oh, well then, hell, you just whacks.
Okay.
Get out of my way.
She's gonna carve a path.
It's a hit.
Yeah. Okay. Instead of just poking them, she tries it. Nope, she's just poking them.
Okay.
Poke, poke, poke.
Few drop. And Midnight does the same. Oh, Midnight's confused.
I think
What
when
does
you're
Midnight
confused, you
do?
have to attack the creature that last attacked you.
No. You roll on.
I think you also...
Nope. I'm pretty sure it's every round you get a...
I mean, you also get to roll stuff, but Confusion has like 18 different things it does.
No, I think
It's a very
just,
confusing
just
condition.
4. I will tell you precisely. Spell causes confusion to targets, making them unable to determine their own actions. Roll on the following table to start at each turn.
If a confused creature is attacked, it attacks the creature that last attacked it until the creature is dead or out of sight. Hence the condition. And the spell itself. I think it does that if it acts normally, is what it's saying. Confusion is a very weird effect.
Okay, so that overrides not having anything else to do. Okay. Otherwise, it would have done damage to himself.
That also means that if you confuse enemies and have two confused enemies attacking each other, they will fight to the death.
Yeah. Okay. So that breaks up the rabble. And then I think he gets a save at the end of his turn. And he's still confused. All right. Asami.
That's a good question. What should Asami do? I thought I had a brilliant idea of it. Thankfully, the swarm's gone.
Yeah, the giant cloud makes it very hard to target enemies.
Yeah, I think that there's really not much for her to do right now that can be beneficial.
A good idea might be for Luna. It's a dispellable spell, isn't it?
What is?
Stinking Cloud?
Stinking Cloud. Yeah,
Oh.
Does it have a duration to spell?
Duration, 1 round per level, I think.
I'm aware of that, but does it have the D attached to it to spell?
No. Nope.
No? Okay, never mind.
So, I click on Asami.
Mm-hmm.
I should see what she's able to see.
Yep.
I can see.
Well, yeah, it does. You can see the...
I shouldn't be able to see the cultist on the far left because I think it's a little awkward with the wall and the people in the way, and I don't think Asami should be able to target him from here. But you tell me.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah,
I mean,
you're too far back.
Yeah, and 5-foot step. Like this corner is probably blocking that, even if I 5-foot step forward.
A 5-foot step forward, you can see.
Okay, so this guy on the left,
can draw
I can
a straight
see him
line.
from here.
Yep.
Okay, well then I'll give him some weird words.
Corner to corner. Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if that does anything. You know, when I read it, I thought this would be fun to do, but I have not been successful using it very, very often. So, you are Skalufer. I need to attack first. Range touch attack on that guy. Oh, Jesus. See, here we go. Yeah. That is not as awesome as it sounded when I read up on it. You guys are still buff, so I'll do nothing else. I'll be like, she just babbled incoherently according to what everyone else
Oh,
just.
I forgot about the haste. Shit.
Oh, yeah. So did I.
Here's a quick one behind it.
Yeah,
Well,
that would have hit.
okay.
Don't know if that would have killed it.
That's
Midnight
would have done some damage.
Too late anyway.
Actually, you're lucky it went like that, because that would have killed it, and then Midnight would have been confused and would have did a D8 plus 1 points of damage to itself. A D8 plus strength points of damage to itself.
Oops. Never mind. We're good.
So let's see here.
Do.
Okay, and somehow they're okay. All right, so Luna. Na's not in the room yet. Nope. All right. Well, Luna says, gentlemen, it's now or never. And the same area, she's going to shift it over 5 feet. And you can get these guys, too. I love nothing more than casting a fireball. I have to see if failure, success. So let's see here. I think this guy has evasion. Level is he? No, it doesn't. Just let me double check. I might have missed something here. I think you have to be 3rd level. 2nd level, okay. I was right. Okay. So, let me unclick this guy. And she's going to take half. Okay. All right. So let's see, number 2 dies horribly. Number 1 dies horribly. The blast goes off, and you hear bunch of screams, and you see 2 people, or you see one guy immolated, and one guy was just about to make out of the fog, and he falls out, and he's just scorched. We also hear the sound of...
You hit that spider up in the rafters too?
Yeah, he did. And that spider up in the rafters falls to the floor with a crash. Let's see here. What's this hardness?
I imagine causing like the smoke, the like the fog to sort of swell.
Yeah, it kind of billows for a moment. Hardness 8. Okay. And Velkeen. In the fog. Let's get rid of that fog. So the fireball burns off that. Burns off that stinking cloud. And you can see on the floor now, the idol is starting to move. As Velkeen looks, and he sees that standing right beside the altar, beyond the statue now that's moving of Moglothar. I should actually put it in a square. Is the leader of the cult, Mario Lombroso, and you can see one of the other cultists is still alive. So he takes a shot at him, trying to get him off the table. Don't forget about haste. Hit and a miss. Rapid shot. Okay, let's see what damage gets done here. Takes him out. And he's got one shot left. And he fires it at this idol. And misses badly.
Step up a little. I am almost close enough to her.
He does. He steps up to right there. His hands are kind of shaking a little bit. Moglothar kind of stands up. It's huge. Maybe the biggest thing you guys have ever seen or encountered. You guys can give me a... I think it's Arcana, I want to say. Give me a knowledge Arcana check. Okay, 27. You're not really sure what it is exactly. Like the actual base creature. It still has elements of stone on the outside of it. But there's definitely something encased within that stone. And you can see the exact shape of it. It seems to be moving within the stone as if it's part of itself. You get to know one thing, Asami. Arthur, it wasn't high enough for you.
Oh my goodness. I guess we need to know if it has DR resistances.
Okay, yeah, it's got a hardness of 8. Meaning only like the strangest of metals like adamantine, which really doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's effectively like, it's basically like DR8.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You have to do 8 damage to get through the hardness, plus anything after that starts over 1.
You also know what it is. You don't know exactly what it is in its current state. But from maybe your little bit of time with the Book of Ibon, you might have just caught a glimpse of maybe a drawing or maybe just a passage that describes something similar to this. Something called a spider, a lang spider. Something from unknowable realms between points of light. There's darkness, and within that darkness, these creatures dwell. Places of madness. This creature looks like it at one point in time had the shape of one of those creatures. And it's now it's like a statue that's come to life. And it stands up from prone. And its reach is 15 feet. And it gets one attack at either Midnight or Velkeen. So 1, 2, 3 Midnight, 4, 5, 6 Velkeen. 4. And it impales him. Almost crushes him back against the wall. Just with one giant statuesque kind of leg. Arthur.
That's not good. I don't know if this thing has a mind to be affected.
And as that's going on, the lady behind starts almost crying with jubilation. Mogluthar! Mogluthar lives!
Even if Mogluthar has a mind that I can affect, no, I cannot allow her to be happy. I'm going to step up a little bit, so I'm within 40 feet of her.
Okay. And just beyond the reach of the creature. Okay.
Just beyond its reach, thankfully enough. As I'm going to, let's see, where'd it go? As I'm going to go ahead and once again castigate her.
Oh!
Is successful. However, even with that castigate failure, she's still shaken for a single round. As I do manage to do something at least to her.
Okay.
Hold on. Never mind. Apparently, I'm 45 feet away from her. I thought I was 40. I can't castigate her. I could have sworn I was 40.
Yeah, it's 40. You're fine.
I'm going from like the center of me to the center of her. So it's
no, you don't. You go from the edge of yours to the edge of hers. That's how it works.
Oh, well. Slightly annoying, but still. I did manage to shaken her a little bit for that.
Yep.
Let's see. Can I... No, there's not much else I can do. Unfortunately, yeah, there's not... Yeah, no, I've done all I could do for now. She has a far stronger mind than I would like, but... It'll crack in time, I guess. Ah, perfect.
Okay, so this is, yep, please. This guy's got decisions to make. And they're not good. Let's give perception checks from Velkeen, Arthur, and Baccae. See what Velkeen can come up with here. Okay. So that's enough for Velkeen to... He says, there's another one over here, unseen. And he kind of...
Put him down.
Kind of gives you, like, this area here. Kind of points at that area. And it sounds like he's affected by the overlapping effect from the stinking cloud. Myra Lombroso. Shaken? Got it. She's not going to make any confident speeches at the moment, but she's still able to cast spells, and she's almost weeping in jubilation. She looks at Arthur. Says, as you can delve into the mind, so too can I. Oh, nice.
Cute.
21 would have been good too. You almost rolled a 10 there. So let's see here. Brett burns that off. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Just have to keep track of it that way. All right. Zed.
All right. I cast Catch Grace on Baccae.
Okay.
So let me put that on her to give her a little bit more AC. And I have to go up and touch her. So tap her on the back.
All right.
Say, be graceful. And that's it. Kai says, okay. And she leaps through the area of I guess, since he has reach.
Yep. Let's give us some acrobatics.
Okay.
22. Let's see what Moglathar's CMD is.
Almost certainly higher.
Not by a lot, though. 27.
Oh. I thought considering his size, it'd be a lot better.
Take your attack.
All right. It does.
Oh. And hits. Okay.
All right.
And then Baccae swings.
All right. Swing away. Oh, I see a 20. 25.
And she swings.
Critical hit.
She's like, hit me.
How
hit
much?
You.
It does actually 12 points. Oh, wow.
That's right.
Even partially resisted.
Yeah, even partially resisted.
It's a magic sword, by the way.
Yeah. Right. Even partially resisted was enough to kill it.
She then does a little pirouette and points her sword, dripping with ichor, at the lady in the back.
Okay. That gets her attention. Midnight. Let's go with a will save here. 18, what I think is... Let's see. Confusion. What was the DC on her confusion? DC 19 will save. Okay, so let's roll the old confusion effects chart that I have handily up there for no reason. Does nothing but babbles incoherently. So, never heard Midnight babble before, but just kind of slathers and meows. Asami.
Well, let's see here. Looks like the buffs are still going. And the target's down, so...
Not entirely down.
Oh,
there's still a woman who needs to die.
Yeah, the dangerous statue, yeah.
Yeah.
2, aren't there?
Yes, there is an invisible person somewhere around.
Yeah.
Top left.
Yeah, invis. Of course, I don't know. He could be babbling like his pet. We don't.
I'm going to heal Velkeen.
Okay, that's a big help.
And she's ducking behind this pew. She's not prone. She's like taking a knee, kind of using it as much cover as possible.
Okay. All right.
A fireball would find that hidden assailant.
I see Naz in the room.
Naz is in the house.
Yeah, I'm here.
We got let's see here. I will share the map.
We also know there's an invisible enemy roughly in the top left.
Yeah, somewhere in this area here. There's an invisible enemy right around this area. You got the cult leader who's taking a little bit of damage. You just destroyed the false idol god and a bunch of drug-addled worshippers and some other cultists.
Oh boy. Okay, what's this big monster in the center?
The big monster in the center's
Dead.
been destroyed.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is a statue of Moglathar that they were trying to use as a vessel for their god, and it has been destroyed.
It came to life and you destroyed it. It was an encased, entombed Leng spider.
okay.
Show you the picture of it.
Well, I'm gonna have fun.
All right. So let's get rid of Moglathar. All right. Yeah, you've used Stinking Cloud and one of your fireballs.
Okay. So I cast Fire Shield,
Okay.
and there's somewhere up there, so I'm gonna lift action dimension door to like here.
You're hasted too, by the way.
No,
hasted.
okay. I just run around here.
Okay.
Run over here.
Okay.
Somebody hit me.
So you run past the cult leader. She can't hit you. She's got one of those spider-leg sickles in her hand.
I want the invisible guy and her to hit me. That's my plan.
Okay. So she's going to try to hit you. The other guy is, you think he's still victim of your Stinking Cloud.
Okay, I'm gonna try and not dodge this sickle from this lady.
Okay.
So hit me.
She's going to try to attack you.
Hit me.
It's not her forte.
Hit me.
She misses. She still take
No, but I'm
damage?
trying to get hit. I'm trying to get hit.
So you could minus a dex bonus to
Yeah.
AC. right?
Yeah.
Stand there as an open target.
You still have, do you have mage armor on?
I have mage armor, and I'll just go next to her and stop. So my dex is 0.
Okay.
I'll just put my face in front of her nose.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's a hit.
Even flat-footed, she.
It's a hit then. I'll give you the damage and then you can do your damage to her. She doesn't have a lot to do here. Sword fighting is not her thing. But yeah, she takes it. So go ahead, you can do the damage to her.
I have clay skin. Maybe it's not on me. Let me think.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
not
not precast.
not that I knew of.
I'm gonna make sure that's on. Okay.
Okay. What's the duration on that? Is it like 10 rounds or 10 minutes per level?
80 minutes. Yeah, 80 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I have it clicked that I already casted.
That's
last
cool.
time.
No worries.
And then
Okay. She recoils from the flames.
yeah.
I won't fall for that again. Velkeen, Velkeen kind of steps up onto the pew and takes aim at his cult leader. Hit and a miss, and then a rapid shot. Hit and haste. Hit. 3. All right. She's in a bad way. Arthur. See 3 arrows sink into her and she almost doubles over.
As much as I would love to make her last moments fearful, I think it'd be more fitting to just put her down like the dog she is. I'm going to go ahead and just cast a simple magic missile her way.
Okay. She has Shield of Faith up, but not Shield. She dies.
Magic missile is medium, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it wasn't, I would have moved up anyway.
It's okay. You got plenty of range for that.
Speaking of which, I'm going to... This cat, it's babbling. It's going insane. I do not want to be next to it. Don't care for animals anywhere. So I'll step over here.
Okay. And you can hear a voice. It just says, surrender. Let me live. You don't see where he is. You saw one of the pews kind of move. This pew right here kind of shifts out a little bit. He's kind of leaning on it. He's still trying to gather himself from the stinking cloud. Completely shut him down.
If you want even a chance at survival, I'd recommend revealing yourself before we burn this whole place down.
Okay. And he does. I think he can dismiss it.
If it's invisibility, I think you can. Or at the very least, you can, make an attack at something.
He can't. He's nauseated. He shakes the pew as he kind of stumbles over. He says, we'll make him not visible. Zed.
All right, he's the only foe in here. Oops. He's the only foe in here, right?
Yeah.
Capture him.
He's got, he looks like those dudes that you fought when you first came in the house, were those kind of cult priests. When there was 4 of them upstairs.
I'm going to let them decide what to do. But I'm getting away from the cat. Yeah. That'll be it.
All right.
Baccae will go behind and restrain him.
Look at that. The cat makes a save on his turn. All right. So Midnight nuzzles up against Velkeen, who's still fairly hurt. We call that the end of combat. Congratulations, y'all.
Arthur's going to head up to the dead leader and see what she has on her. Anything valuable.
She does. You can... When Velkeen shot her down and...
I see we leveled.
Yes.
We did.
When she finally fell, the silver key falls out of her hand. And on top of the altar is closed a large book with big leather binding. It's underneath a cover of oilcloth, almost like a wet leather.
Yeah, I'm gonna bend over to pick up the key, basically like planting a boot like on her head to like stabilize myself, just to be more disrespectful as I grab it.
Okay. See what else.
Looks like we have something valuable on our hands.
She's also wearing underneath her robes a breastplate, and she's got a pouch.
I'll grab the pouch, but leave the armor to the rest of whoever wants it.
Okay. So the pouch has inside another pouch full of silver dust, and there's also some coins. Has roughly 20 gold rilks and 50 silver smarducks. In addition to...
I'll put those on the party sheet. Like, let us split that.
This silver key and looks like the large book. And the other cultists had... Let's see here. Anything exciting? Yeah, the other guy that surrendered, he's got a pouch.
Yeah, just slap those onto the party sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, detect magic and look at the book.
Okay, so you detect magic and look at the book. I want you to make spellcraft checks for me.
Yeah. I'll toss the key over to which of us is checking for magic items? Was that
Zed generally does.
Oh no, it was Zed who was doing that, wasn't it?
I detect all the time. It's my modus operandi.
Okay. So when you do, got the key itself is moderate transmutation and divination. And it's about as powerful a thing as you guys have seen, aside from the Book of Ibon. And the book... Where is it here? Why isn't that in the party sheet?
Accidentally returned it to the library.
All right. That's not good. I didn't put it in there. The most important thing, and I didn't include it.
Isn't somebody holding it?
No, it's on the altar.
Oh, I see.
The Paginarum Lethargica is... not magic, but there is magic within, and there is a magic aura on the lock of the book, which the key looks like it fits. So the magic aura is abjuration, and it is faint. So you identify the key. The key looks like it is... It's a large, ornate... I've got a picture of it, too, I think. Somewhere in here. Yeah, there we go. These pictures are coming through. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't sure it was coming through or not. Okay, the Clavis Somnus is a large, ornate, and silver and mithril key. It's very cold to the touch and always gives off a faint vapor of condensation. Its construction and value satisfy the focus component for a ritual that you'll come across. And grants, the key also grants its wielder a +4 bonus on savings throws to resist illusion effects, as well as charisma checks when you're in a specific place. The key also imposes a -2 penalty on saving throw against sleep effects. and its holder is considered to have 2 fewer hit dice for the purposes of determining the number of hit dice used in the sleep effects. The key's holder is always counted first when determining which creatures are affected. It's called the Clavus Somnus. It opens the clasp that holds the book closed.
I see, looking at the description of the book, that it has a lot of rituals in it.
It does. It has 3 specifically, and a bunch of spells. The spells are restful sleep, lullaby, deep slumber, cloak of dreams, and sleepwalk. And like the book itself is probably 200 pages thick, and they're like all interspersed in there. So over the course of like a week or so, you're reading through the book, you come across these various spells, and you can learn them. There's also 3 rituals. 1, to travel to the dimension of dreams. 1 allows you to speak with manifest a spirit. So basically, you're summoning the spirit of another specific entity into the primary caster to ask questions, 1 per round. And the 3rd one is the most complex. It's probably beyond all of your means. Right now it's called Dream Pocket. It's a complex ritual that involves the creation of a minor dimensional pocket built from the boundaries of the realm of dreams. So you could make like at the start, kind of like that, kind of like a mage's private sanctum to start, and then you can build on it from there with further rituals. Performing the Breach the Veil of Dreams allows the PCs to physically enter the dream realm as a group. And Call Beyond the Veil.
Level are these spells?
These are rituals.
Rituals. So
6th level rituals.
any wizard can do it?
Anybody can do it.
Yeah, anybody. Like, as long as you have some prerequisites for most rituals.
Yeah. The actual ritual itself, they have various... I'm not going to give it away right here, exactly what you need to do, this and that, and stuff like that, until you guys go through the book and learn it and stuff.
Well, Zed is very interested, being a dream-style wizard.
Absolutely.
So there's no anime and manga cartoons or comics in those books?
No. So the Paginarium...
Pictures suck.
So the Paginarium Lethargica is the accumulated history of Nahum's binding to the Dreamstone. Decades of mismatched parchments and scrawled sheets of ragged vellum in numerous different languages, all roughly bound between 2 hinged darkwood slats. The book itself is not inherently magical, but scrolls for 6 sleep-related spells can be found within. In the pages, recount centuries of study by the Caligaros into the Dreamstone's property. From what you can tell, the Dreamstone is roughly a 2-foot diameter stone that the family was using as some kind of focus item to gain sorcerer's powers. And from what you can tell from the history in here and the latest entries, the Sorcerer's Guild used that Dreamstone to create the pocket dimension of dreams and basically trap those who were using magic outside of the guild within this pocket of dreams, and Nahum Caligara was one of them. So he uses his own family's source of magic against them. And it did so in a way that you're really not sure that you comprehend. His body is still somewhere in this realm. And he's still alive. But his soul has been stripped away from him, and he's been trapped within the dream realm. And only recently, with the people going back and forth into the dream realm, was he able to begin to manifest his powers and have it bleed through over into Lankhmar. It says that there's also several others who are also affected over the years. One of the first people that was ripped apart from their body and trapped within was a lady wizard by the name of Jazadrun, some sort of elven enchantress that Nahum befriended and then strangled and killed in the dream realm, took her magic. And then recently the body or the spirit of the night hag sorceress Slack Babs. He says he doesn't know her real name. He also speaks in the diary of Myra Lombroso, who came across one of the first travelers to venture into the realm of dreams and learn of him, and then since use the interdimensional properties of the house to actually communicate with Nahum beyond the realm of dreams, and she swore she would free him. But she lays dead now. So that's over the course of a week or so of reading in the Paginarum. The ritual, which I suppose you all want to hear about.
I wouldn't be opposed.
It's called Breach the Veil of Dreams. You need verbal components, somatic components, material components. The casting time is 60 minutes. It's conjuration. So there's incenses burned in a bowl full of grave earth. Everybody needs if you're going to be a secondary caster, a bottle of wormwood wine and the ornate silver and mithril key, which you actually happen to have. Secondary casters, you can have up to the intelligent modifier of the primary casters as secondary casters. There's 6 skill checks are required. The prime skill check is Knowledge Planes, DC 35. What I'll do is I'll copy these and just paste them into the... Actually, what I should do here is make this a chat window. So the first check that needs to go is that's the primary check. Knowledge Planes DC 35. Then one of the secondary checks is Knowledge Arcana DC 32. Perception DC 32. Use Magic Device DC 32. Perform. And then finally, disable device. So what happens is, let's see, the ritual must be cast at night on the prime material plane. The casters drink the wormwood wine and begin chanting the incantation as the incense burns. The casters mix the ashes with the grave earth and use the mixture to draw a threshold with a key. They then insert the key into the door as the incantation is completed. And there's... you kind of go to sleep and then pass through some sort of veil. And theoretically, if all goes well, you could travel as a group to the realm of dreams, where ostensibly you believe Nahum is, where he's been sequestered. As long as he still has that dreamstone there, though, seems to have some sort of power to bleed it through.
Those are some pretty high DCs.
There are. There's ways to augment them, though. For every secondary caster, if there's at least 4 secondary casters, there's a +1 for everybody. Spellcasting
+1 per, so +4, or just
no, just +1 total. If there's like 4 secondary, if there's 8, it's +2. If there's 12, there's +3. That kind of stuff. Spellcasting ability. If the secondary casters and the primary caster have a spellcasting ability, there's another +1, and then you get an additional +1 for every 5 or more levels of spellcasting ability. So, if say you're 8th level wizard, you get +2 total. Access to the Paginarum Lethargica with the actual ritual, it's +5. Clavis Somnus, having the key, it's +5 to the primary caster's check. So that's the final one for the knowledge of the planes. And then every skill check success by a secondary caster gives the primary caster another +1 for the final check. And you figure that if you make 3 of those 5, or 3 of those 6, you'll go through.
yeah, okay.
There's always going to be a bit of a backlash. The primary caster is always going to take 2d6 points of damage and become exhausted. So you know about that ahead of time, and if you have a way to mitigate that, once you've gone through, you can act upon that immediately. And then if you fail, I won't tell you exactly, but there's a backlash from the realm of dreams.
Get sucked in by yourself. All right.
So congratulations, 8th level.
Yeah. Well,
There's also
awesome.
there's other options too. There's other things you can do. You don't necessarily have to do this Veil of Dreams thing. The if you want to talk to somebody, the what do I call it? What's the other ritual? That's within your call beyond the veil. Like if you wanted to speak with somebody specifically who was trapped over in this dimensional pocket, streamscape, if you will. It's a similar ritual. You don't happen to have the expensive material component on hand. So something that you would have to have 500 silver smerducks to procure. It's a silver chalice.
I'm sure by the time we loot this place, we'll have a little bit of money.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm sure you probably have 500 silver smerducks kicking around. Yeah.
Considering how long it's taking us to research all this, I imagine somebody contacts us.
Yeah, we'll play that out next week. But do you want me to put those?
Yeah, put them in chat somewhere.
Put them in the chat, and you guys can plan out how you're going to want if you want to do the ritual or how you want to do the ritual. And,
we want to do the ritual.
I changed it around a little bit so everybody's best skill is available to on there. But you guys might want to do it your own way, so I'm not going to shoehorn you in. So basically, if the primary caster holds the key, they got +5. You've got plus 10 because you've got the book already. You're probably most of the way there. So there's one check that's pretty much taken care of. It's the other 5 checks that are.
So if you got a plus 15 to get going for the primary caster, does that mean the primary caster is to make all of these, or
No,
somebody?
just the final one. That's the knowledge planes DC 35.
Okay. So, for example, Baccae has performed, and I think somebody else does too.
Yeah, it would be Asami.
It's a
Okay,
good chance
Asami.
the bard has a perform skill.
There you go. So, would the bard get plus 15 also, or just?
No, it's plus 5, I think. Let's see here. Access to the Pathfinder lethargic at plus 5. You would get if all 4 or 5 people did a skill check, secondary casters, you get plus 1 for that.
It's gonna take quite a while, so should we start leveling up now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll roll by HP. There's something wrong with my character. Like I can't click it, the sheet at the top. Can you see if I own it? Otherwise, I may have to
It's okay.
spend some time
Let me see
rebuilding
here.
it.
Let me let's see here. Characters. Zed. Owned by Alex Atlanta. Do you want me to clear the owner?
Yeah, clear it and put it back on me.
There we go. You should be able
See
to
if that helps.
open up right from the under play where the characters are.
Well, I can. At the very top where the characters are.
Yeah, don't do it from there. Do it from the character selection section.
All right. Well, like when I click on Baccae, it goes to her dice. It used to be when I clicked on me, it'd go to my dice.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. Minor stuff. I can work with a sheet.
That's okay. So what you do is under the play section, and there's tools, library, play.
Yeah.
You'll see characters. Click that open, and then.
Oh no, I've been doing that. I've been opening it that way.
Then you see Zed on the bottom. If you double click it, it should go to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you should be able to.
It's just the portrait at the top. I can't do anything with it.
Yeah, for some reason it's kind of grayed out. Maybe a different name.
I don't know.
So when you double click it, it should light up at the top.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just nothing. Anyway, all right. It won't stop me from adjusting the character sheet then.
Okay, cool.
All right. What is Velkeen's disable device?
His
Probably 0. He didn't. I don't think he put anything in disable device.
I think he's the best.
Then
he's the best at perception.
All right, then I'll keep Baccae with hers. She's got a plus 18, so she can help with that one. All right, cool. Then some decisions to make between now and 2 weeks.
Let me see if that will copy into the Discord chat. We'll put that in the little role play section. See what happens here. Yeah, looks like it. Here we go.
I'm guessing Luna has the knowledge planes and arcana. Velkeen has the perception. Who's got the use magic device?
I have some. Not much, though.
Asami has some, too.
I know a guy.
And I've got...
Do you have access to
who's your
Zed?
guy? Oh, I got 14 and use magic after the leveling.
Yeah.
Perform, we got a bard.
That's the best one.
Yeah. All right. And then disabled device is Baccae. She'll have a 18 after level. All right. I need to roll some hit points. And I'm looking at my history here, and I do just as well at hit points as I do as rolling to hit. So let's see for Zed.
Sometime between now and next time we play, you'll have the room open for leveling. Is that
Oh yeah, absolutely. Whenever you guys want it.
okay?
Yep. 2 for 2, Zed.
Yeah.
You're probably about 16
All
for
right.
16.
I'm looking at Zed. One time, 2 times rolled a 6.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
actually, no. Wizard is decent, and every other time, all the other levels below the halfway point. And Baccae 1 time rolled a 9, and all the other levels below the halfway point. So,
Wow.
yeah. Um,
Goes like that. Then you get other characters. It just can't help but roll max every time.
That's just what it is. I'm not going to argue it. Okay. All right, and between now and then, you'll have the room up at some point. So
Yeah. You guys can just give me a buzz, and I can put the room up anytime. Pretty much.
Okay. So,
8th level.
yeah, level 9 will be when people really get nasty.
Yeah,
But,
for sure.
I'm certainly quite nasty at this level.
Yeah, that castigate shuts things down.
I can finally bypass fear immunities.
Ah, nice.
It was kind of funny when the lady bitch slapped you back, or tried to.
Yeah, a whole person would have been nasty there, especially with the statue on the loose. Coup de grace from the statue would have been the end.
I'll level up sometime between now and next time we play. I'll catch
All
up
right.
with you guys later.
Sounds good. Good game, Ray. Good game, everybody.
Fantastic.
Have a good night, y'all.
Later. Night.